Hi, I'm Dan with Pay Down Debt Solutions. Welcome to our channel where we teach velocity banking and personal finance principles. Let me ask you something. Do you actually know what revolving credit means, a revolving line of credit? Because I'm willing to bet you're not using your credit cards the way they were designed to work. All of us use credit cards completely backwards, ourselves included at times. We charge stuff throughout the month, carry a balance, pay interest, and slowly chip away at what we owe. And here's the thing, banks absolutely love when we do this. Love to the tune of billions a year in profits. I'm sure you guys probably hear it on the radio or on the news. Every year is a new record year for profits. We are their profit center. Every month we carry a balance, we're making them richer. But today I'm going to explain to you how to end the debt merry-go-round. You're going to learn how to use the revolving feature of your credit card the way wealthy people do, the way that builds cash flow instead of debt. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your credit card is one of the most powerful financial tools you own, if you know how to use it correctly. So we're going to dive in. All right, first things first. We need to understand what revolving credit actually means, because this is where most people get it wrong. Revolving credit is credit that replenishes as you pay it back. Read that again. It replenishes. It comes back. That's the entire point. Here's the key distinction you need to understand. A credit card is not a loan that you pay off once and you're done. It's a tool that you use repeatedly over and over again. The power is in borrowing money and paying it back slowly, costing you interest. The power is in the cycle. Let me explain what I mean. Think of your credit card like a bucket with a $5,000 capacity. When you charge $1,000, you use $1,000 of the back bucket. Now you have $4,000 left available, but here's the magic. When you pay that $1,000 back, your bucket fills back up to $5,000 again, right? Available credit. You can use that same space over and over and over again. The cycle looks like this: borrow, repay, borrow again, repay again, over and over and over. And here's where what most people miss. The faster you cycle money through your credit card, the more powerful it becomes as a cash flow tool. You're not trying to keep money borrowed, you're trying to move money through the card as quickly as possible. This is completely opposite of how banks want you to think about it. They want you to borrow and keep that money borrowed so they can charge you interest every single month. But we're going to use credit cards the right way. Okay, so do you actually use it the right way? It doesn't matter if you currently have a balance or you're still watching to learn how you should be using your credit card. The foundation of velocity banking starts with, starts with properly using a credit card and can be applied to paying off credit card debt with the lowest amount of interest paid as possible. Right now, I'm going to walk you through the proper credit card technique step by step. Many people like using their credit card for convenience and points. Nothing wrong with either of those. We do it as well. Number one, use your card only for regular monthly expenses that you already have and are, necessities, because they're more predictable and they average out more evenly. They don't jump around like, oh, entertainment. Well, what if you go to a play or you go to a Broadway show? Like big changes in expenses. You don't want that. You want steady, just to properly use your credit card, right? This is just if you're new or you just want to know the proper way to use a credit card, these are the steps you're going to use. Velocity banking is using your revolving line of credit properly, and you can step into that to pay down your debt and watch our other videos for that. So now I chose the word necessity carefully to mean the things you need month after month. I'm talking about groceries, gas, utility, bills. You're already paying anyway. You're not buying extra stuff. You're not treating yourself. You're simply running your normal life expenses through the card instead of using your credit card or cash. These things vary a little, like I said before, but are already included in your monthly budget. That's why it's the safest bet to, learn this. Sorry, it's Michigan. It's like 8 degrees out, but even in the house, the air is dry. It's killing me. So now, number two, when your paycheck hits, immediately pay off the balance. I mean immediately. Don't wait for the due date. Don't wait until the end of the month. The moment your income comes in, whether this weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, you pay off whatever you charged. Clear the card back to zero. Have a written out monthly budget. Makes it easier to split the payments between paychecks if necessary, because you may not want to split the payment 50-50 between paychecks depending on your other monthly bills. Remember this cycle? Repeat this cycle as many, give me a second. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, wet my whistle. Repeat this cycle as many times per month as necessary. If you get paid every 2 weeks, you're cycling twice a month. If you get paid weekly, you're cycling 4 times a month. Every time money comes in, you clear the card. Then you use it again for your regular expenses. Then you clear it again. Now here's something important, the float period. When you use your credit card, you typically get 21 to 25 days before interest even starts. If you pay the statement balance in full, but we're not even waiting that long, we're paying it off as soon as we have the money. This means you're getting completely free use of the bank's money for short periods of time. That's the best part. That's how the power we say in the revolving line of credit. You're never paying a dime in interest, but you're constantly accessing credit for your cash flow. All right, this is where it gets really powerful. Let me explain why this rapid cycling actually matters. Every single time you pay off your card and use it again, you're getting free short-term capital, interest-free little loans. And a lot of people can use them to smooth out a monthly cash flow. Like I said before, you might not want to pay, you're getting paid weekly. You might want to take a whole paycheck and pay your credit cards. There might be another bill you have to pay. But what if you've got an unexpected expense and you don't have the money in just one paycheck? You borrow money. You get that free interest because the next one you're going to cycle money through your credit card. Revolving, right? Revolving line of credit. You're managing your cash flow without touching your savings, without paying interest, and without taking on actual debt. Now here's a concrete example. Let's say you have a $3,000 credit limit. If you cycle that card 3 times a month, meaning you charge, pay off, charge, pay off, charge, pay off, right? You've actually managed $9,000 in monthly cash flow with 0 interest paid. Think about that. You had access to $9,000 worth of purchasing power, but you only have a $3,000 limit. That's the power of evolving credit when you use it correctly. Most people, none of us, they don't teach this in school. No one knows that's what's in most people's wallet, purses, or wherever, online and saved in their computer, right, for purchasing. And here's the critical part. The credit doesn't disappear when you use it. It comes back when you pay it. That's what makes it revolving. Compare this to a regular installment loan like a car loan. When you borrow $20,000 for a car and you pay it off over 5 years, once it's paid off, that credit is gone forever. You can't borrow that $20,000 again unless you apply for a whole new loan, and the money you pay down on that card doesn't increase the available cash you have from that loan. It just is gone. But with revolving credit, the moment you make a payment, that credit is available again, immediately. You can use it the same day. This is why credit cards are such powerful tools for cash flow management when used properly. You are essentially creating your own banking system where you control the flow of money and the bank gives you free access to their capital as long as you play by the rules. Now, they made the rules, but by law and tradition, if you will, the rules are the same for all of us. You just have to know how to use them in your advantage, which is paying it back before interest kicks in. You don't need a finance degree to accomplish this. If you currently have 0 debt or debt so low you could pay it off within a few months, then properly using your credit card will save you big in the long run, and even bigger in the short run if you run into a large unexpected expense. You need to start with a detailed monthly budget that accounts for every dollar in and out. Same as we teach philosophy banking to pay off your debt. That's always step 1. Know what your money's doing. Know what your money's going, and exactly how much is coming in. Don't just, I make $70,000 a year, but what's that? What are you actually making each month? That's important. Estimate variable expenses across several months. You may want to estimate utilities over a year if you live like where I live, where the seasonal weather changes are severe. Here in Michigan, a few years ago, true story, first time in my life, this is the whole Michigan thing. I don't want to bore too many people, but on one day in January, I had 70 degrees in the morning and 20 degrees by the evening, along with every form of precipitation, rain, graupel, sleet, and snow, a normal January day for Michigan. That was my first one with that big a swing in every type of weather. All right, let's bring it home. Revolving credit is a tool for cash flow management, not borrowing. I need you to get that distinction locked in your mind. You're not using your credit card to buy things you can't afford. You're using it to manage the timing of your money more efficiently. And if you get good at it, like philosophy banking, you can afford things you can't afford. But you can buy things you can't afford and pay them off with way less interest than a loan or just making minimum payments on your credit card. The goal is simple. Use it, clear it, repeat. Or use it, rotate your income in and out with your normal expenses, and just keep chipping it down. If it's something let's say you couldn't afford, you wanted, or your furnace exploded, which I live in fear of that every single day when it's this cold. You want to stay in that interest-free grace period constantly, cycling money through as fast as possible. Here's my challenge for you now. Try one cycle this week. Pick one expense you're going to pay anyway. Excuse me. Maybe groceries or gas. Put it on your credit card, and then when your next paycheck comes in, pay it off immediately. Just one cycle. See how it feels, see how the process works, and build on it. Just do it each week. Say, okay, if you have zero balance, even if you have a balance, say, all right, I'm just going to cycle through this. And see how you're cycling and you're chipping away the interest charges each month because you're constantly putting cash on it and lowering that average daily balance. If you currently have a load of credit card debt, then visit our channel and look at how this foundation of velocity banking can help you get yourself out of debt and save interest. And let me leave you with this reminder. This strategy only works if you work at it until you master it. Mastering it typically takes, in our experience, for all the students we've helped, a few weeks to a few months. It doesn't vary so much. From what I can tell, it's not, like, it has nothing to do with people's careers or life experience. It's more just not even their personal habits. It's how busy they are. If you come home every day and you got, 4 or 5 hours till bed, you got plenty of time. If you're working like a nurse, 12-hour shifts, and you come home, you eat, and you say hi to everyone, you kiss the kid, and you go to sleep, it's going to take you a little longer. The effort's the same for everybody. It's more their lifestyle, it's more their living situation, how long it takes, based on our experience. Because, we love getting the emails months later, like, hey, I did it. Like, I'm rolling. Everyone's learning it. It's not impossible to learn. The variation is more in the effort you put in. But remember, this effort's not forever. You're going to learn you're put the effort in to learn how to do it, to practice it, and then it's going to become absolutely natural to you. Just like what you do now feels natural, right? It takes no effort. It's just costing you lots of money. Put a little bit of effort into this, and for the rest of your life, you're going to save. This will seem obvious to some and difficult to others. Just like anything new, don't be afraid to try it. I am so sorry how I sound. Or too lazy to implement it. Your revolving credit will become one of the most powerful cash flow tools in your financial arsenal. Once you use revolving credit every day, it will feel like nothing while you watch more of your paycheck go to your retirement than to the bank. If this was helpful, hit that button, subscribe for more velocity banking and cash flow strategies, keep us in your feed, and drop a comment below telling me, are you ready to start using your credit card the right way? We love the comments, we love the feedback. If you're interested in learning everything there is to know about velocity banking with clear step-by-step instructions, click Learn More in the description below. I'm Dan with Pay Down Debt Solutions. Remember, always lying, never alone. Thank you for watching.